we all going with our buttercream? Nice and easy? Yes, it is. Just nice smooth motion, smooth it on. Don't forget, you're not going to see it because we're going to cover it up with the fondant. Looking good, guys. Now if you are finished, you can pop your dirty palette knife just to the top of your bench and someone will come around and collect them throughout the class. It's always good to get rid of any mess and any, you know, bits that might now contaminate our fondant when we start working with our fondant. Any leftover buttercream, you guys can take that home with you at the end of class if you'd like. If you don't want it, just pop it in your bin under the bench. Any leftover fondant, you're also welcome to take home today as well. Alright. So once you've done that, pop your little cupcakes to the top of the mat, out of the way. And we're going to grab our fondant. Now you've got 2 little bags of fondant. Okay, so you're just going to open one for right now. Because we are actually going to have 2 goes at marbling today. So we're going to do 1 cupcake. So I'm going to teach you how to marble, and then that's like a practice run. And then you get to have a second go of marbling, so that because then you'll be an expert. Okay? So it's like a practice run cupcake and then an expert one. And you get 2 probably completely different results. So it'll be interesting to see. Has anyone marbled fondant before? Oh, excellent. Alright. So what we're going to do is go ahead and you can knead your white fondant. We're using Fantastic fondant today. It's a beautiful fondant to work with. You can feel it's nice and soft and really easy and pliable to work with. Also tastes delicious. Michelle is selling some little tubs of fondant in our pop-up shop as well if anybody does need any. Comes in all colours and white and black. Blue, orange, red, yeah, all the colours of the rainbow. You can sing the song if you'd like. Now we're marbling black and grey and white today, but you can marble any colours you like. So I'm just doing this to teach you how to do it, but you could do blue marble, red, orange, whatever you like. Alright, so once you've got your white nice and soft, then we're going to switch over to our black. We're going to knead our black. You see how it starts off, feels a little bit crumbly? Once you knead it, it goes nice and soft and pliable. That's how we want it to work with. Alright, now you might have heard me say we're working with black, white and grey. So we're going to take a little bit of our white, about not even a third, just a pinch. I'm using about that much. Alright, and we're just going to take a pinch of black, just like that much. Alright, and we're going to knead them together to make some grey. Okay? Because marble always looks nice if you have the white, the dark shade, and then the lighter shade of colour. So that's where we get all our variation. So knead that really well. Now the darker your marble will turn out will depend on how much grey and how much black you put in it. So if you want a lighter marble, you put in more white, and if you want a darker marble, put in more dark colours. Alright. So, has everyone got our 3 colours? Looking good? Everyone in the back quarter? Beautiful. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take all 3 colours, roll them into a ball, just one at a time. So pick one colour, roll it into a ball, then roll it into like a sausage shape, just roughly. Now we're going to do the same with our grey, and we're going to do the same with our black. Now if you don't want a lot of black in your marble, don't use all that you've got. I've got quite a bit, so I'm just going to use half of mine. Just remember, the more black you add, the darker it's going to turn out. Now marbles are a really big trend at the moment, especially in weddings, wedding cakes. Now you can do the same effect that I'm teaching you. You could do it on cookies, you could do it on a cake. Alright, so I've just put all three of my colours together like so. Okay? Now what we're going to do, you've all got three colours, don't want to leave anyone behind. Beautiful. No? Slow down Michelle. I'll just slow down a little bit. No rush, we've got plenty of time. You don't have to have perfect sausages because we're going to mix it all up. Don't forget, this is like our little practice run, so we're going to actually repeat this whole process with our other little bag of fondant, so that way you can vary it. You might want to add more white, or maybe the marbling also depends on how much we mix it, which is what I'm going to show you next. So the more you mix it, the more marbled it will look, and the less you mix it, the more, I'll show you, the more separated the colours will be. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to twist it. Just going to twist, twist, twist. So I'm just twisting it. You guys see that? And then I'm going to bend it in half, give it a bit of a squish, and I'm going to twist it some more. And this is how I'm blending up those colours. It's fun, isn't it? Twist, twist, twist. And give it another bend. And we twist it some more. Now give it a bit of a squish with your hands and you'll start to see that colour coming through. Can you guys see that? So you can sort of see at this point how well mixed you've got it. And you might want to mix it a little bit more. And you can just give it a little mix up. And see, it's a little more mixed. Alright, so I'm going to have a go at rolling this out. You guys have a little cornflour puff, a little bit of cornflour on your mat. Pop your fondant on there, and you've got a little rolling pin in your kit. Grab that out. And we're just going to roll this out. This only needs to be big enough to cover one cupcake. But as you roll, you'll start to see your pattern coming through, your marble pattern. So it's always a bit of a surprise what you end up with. It's not something you can really guarantee your outcome when you're marbling. Alright, so I'll show you guys. This is what I've ended up on one side of mine. But on the back, it will be completely different. You guys see that? So you actually have a choice. It's amazing, isn't it? When you roll it out, you can flip it over and pick which side you like best. See? You've got choices. That looks really good. So see how you've got lots of lines in yours? We're going to paint some gold lines in later. So if you've got one with some lines that you can follow with a gold brush, that would be really nice. It's such a decision, isn't it? Which side? Alrighty. So once you've picked the side you like, we're going to take our cutters. We're using the fourth cutter in. So leave the three smallest and grab the fourth one out. We're using the straight side, not the fluted side. Okay? Now, this is another thing. When you go to cut it out, you can move that cutter around to pick the bit of fondant you want to cut out, the bit you like best. If there's a little bit of pattern that you really like, make sure you include that in your cutter. Okay? Just press down, give it a little twist, and it'll cut nice and sharp. Fourth cutter in. So leave the three small ones. I'll show you on mine. Fourth one in. Alright. Yep, fourth one in. That should be a good size. Now just to make sure our fondant sticks to our cupcake, I want you to turn it over so you're looking at the back side, not the side that you want to have facing up on the cupcake, the underneath. I'm just going to take your paintbrush that's in the water, and we're just going to brush the back very lightly with a little bit of water. We just want the fondant to be tacky so it will stick to the buttercream. Alright. Now what we're going to do, leave it in your hand. It's such a decision. So leave it in your hand with that tacky wet side facing up. Pick up your cupcake, turn your cupcake upside down and line it up on your line it up and then just gently press it on, turn it back over, and then you're just going to smooth that out with your fingers. Take the fondant all the way down to that cupcake wrapper, just give it a nice smooth out, nice and gently smooth the fondant. Now in your kits you will have a fondant smoother, looks like this one, okay, and we're just going to give it a smooth out all over. It's nice and smooth. Go around that outside edge where you've cut it, smooth it all out. Alright, so smooth that all out. How are they looking, guys? Do we like our marble?
Yes.
Yeah. Hold them up and show me so I can see how good they look. Oh, beautiful. Very, very nice. Excellent job. And that was your practice one, because now you're an expert, technically, professional, and we get to go again, okay? So we're going to do exactly the same thing again. And this time you might get a marble that looks a little bit different. So need the white, need the black, and then we're going to make a little bit of grey. Yeah, so if you want it darker this time, use more black and grey. If you want it a little bit lighter than what you did, use a little bit less. And also again, depending on how much you twist it and mix it, will depend on the final result. So. I can't hear you over the drumming. Hold on. The drumming's wonderful, but I can't hear you. Oh, to cover a cake. So when we're covering a cake, we roll out a big thing of fondant about this big, and we have a really big rolling pin, and we roll it up on the rolling pin, and then we unroll it over the cake. Or if you're really clever, you can go under the fondant and lift it up and put it over the cake. That's a whole nother class. But if you do like covering cakes, you could cover them in marble. That'd be beautiful. Exactly like what we're doing now, but just with bigger amounts. Yeah. So you start off with a big amount of white, smaller amount of, could be black and grey, it could be navy blue and light blue, whatever you like. I've been doing a lot of wedding cakes with blue marble, and they go to beachside venues. Do you know blue water, blue marble? A lot of blue watercolours coming through in invitations and things for weddings, so it always carries through. Alrighty. Once you've got your colours, we're going to do exactly the same thing. We roll the ball, then we roll it into a bit of a sausage. Got our white. The best thing about marbling is it's so easy and it looks so effective. So people will think that you're very, very clever because they won't know how you did it. Now this one, I've put one thin bit of black. I'm actually going to take another really thin bit of black, see if I get some more lines. So I'll just show you. I've just put two really thin bits of black. You guys see that? As well as one grey and the big bit of white. And we'll see what happens. So again, we're going to twist it up, fold it over, give it a twist, fold it, alright, so this is what I've got this time, so I'm going to roll that out. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Huh? Alright. So I'll just show you how this one rolled out. That's one side, and that's my other side, which is very, very light. Woo! Which is very different to my other one, isn't it? Look at that. See, very different. And I'm going to go with the underneath, which is really light. Alright, don't forget 4th cutter in is the perfect size. Don't forget, turn it over on your hand. A little bit of water so it will stick. Turn your cupcake upside down, line it up in the middle, and you're good. Smooth it all out. Take your fondant smoother, give it a good smooth out all your edges. I'm going to show you guys how different mine turned out. Let's just have a look at the TV for a second. You guys see that? That's how different mine are. hold up your second one and show me how it looks. Very nice. Okay, so show of hands. Who likes their first one best? Okay, second. Ah, see, because you had some practice. There you go. Alrighty, well hopefully you love how they turned out. Now we're just going to make them a bit fancier, okay? Now what you've got is some little hexagon shapes that we've given you. We've given you 2 white and 1 black. They should be on your mat. Now we're going to stick them on, so you need to decide which one you want to stick them onto and which one. So we're going to have one with the hexagon tiles stuck on and one with some painted gold lines. So you need to decide which one you want to stick the tiles onto, the hexagon tiles. Sorry, Dom? So the one where we're going to paint the gold lines, you want one of your cupcakes to have lots of lines in it that you can follow. So if that helps the decision. So now to stick them on, all we need to do is put a little bit of water on the back of it, just a tiny bit. And we can stick them on. I just like to put the 3 together, but your cupcakes, you can do whatever you like. We are going to paint one gold, but we're just going to stick them on first. They sort of line up their little edges if you want to put them together. They line up like a little jigsaw. Pop them all together. Now the hexagon cutters we used today, we had them custom made. Because hexagon is another like really hot trend that's on at the moment for cakes. So we are selling those in our pop-up shop as well, if anyone is after some hexagon cutters. Alright, so I've got mine stuck on there. You guys see that? Alright, now this is the fun part. You get to play with the gold. So between 2 people you have a little container of gold. You can go ahead and open that when you're ready. You've also got a really fine paintbrush that should be on your bench there. Not your water brush, don't use your water brush. There should be a dry, very fine paintbrush. Okay? No, don't use one that's been in water. Yeah. I'll give you another one. Have you got one? Oh. You want one as well? Yeah. Okay. So we're using a nice fine one. You guys haven't got one?
Just ask.
Sorry. You haven't got a brush? Oh. Yeah, we shop brushes. Oh, it's supposed to be 1 each. Okay.
Okay.
Can you go and hand these out? I think we got one between 2. It should be 1 each. Yeah. Thanks. All right, we're coming around. No stress. All right, so when you do have a brush, just give the gold a little stir with your brush. Just give it a little mix up.
Thank you.
Now we're just going to paint one of your gold tiles. Okay, so you choose which one you like. And all I'm doing is just brushing it on. We're just using a gold airbrush paint. It comes in a liquid form, but you could use luster dust and rose spirit, whatever sort of metallic paint you like. Thank you. The sides? I would, because you can see it. Just be really careful near your marble fondant. Alright, good job. Alright, just put that one aside for a minute. I am going to show you something very cool, but we're going to wait to the end to do it. Now with your other cupcake, all we're going to do, hopefully you picked one that has some beautiful lines through it. Just putting the gold on completely changes the look, doesn't it? It makes it look very fancy. Alright, so I'm just going to wipe some of the gold off my brush, just brush it on the side of the container so you haven't got too much. And when we do our gold lines, we're not going over the black lines, we're going beside it. So you still have your line of black and you'll have the line of gold following it. And that's what makes it look really nice. So pick a line that you like and just very carefully start to do a nice gold line alongside it. It doesn't matter if it's a little wobbly or if it's a little dark and then light, or it just looks really good. So you can paint as many or as little lines as you like. Just choose. You can follow like something that goes around in a bit of a circle. We like one with lots of lines in it so we can follow them and add the gold. If you, for some reason, you've got a marbling that doesn't have a lot of lines, you can create some with the gold. That looks really good. I'm going to come for a wander around and have a look. Beautiful. You got lots of lines in that one. Yeah, it's beautiful. Very, very good. Excellent. You got very nice light touch with the lines. You got beautiful lines in yours too. Wow. Love that lighter one. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. See, every single person's is different. That's the thing with marble. Each time you do it, it can turn out completely different. Beautiful. Oh, you jumped ahead with the spider. I was going to show you that last. Beautiful. Oh, I like this one. That looks really good. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at all the lines. Very, very nice, guys. Excellent. Oh, I like how dark yours are. Very nice. Looking good. Beautiful. Love that one. Beautiful. They look really good. Alright, back row, how we go. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. All those lines. Love it. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. Let's see the experts in the back. Oh, very, very fancy. Very nice. Very nice marbling. Yeah. See, it's the simple things that look amazing. Huh? Everyone thinks, how did you do it? We won't tell them how easy it was. One last thing you can do with your cupcakes I want to show you is I like doing this nice gold splatter, and this is a little bit of fun. You can welcome to keep drawing lines, you've still got plenty of time, but for those of you who are up to it, I'm going to show you. Just with your paintbrush, and I'm going to do this one on the one I've got the hexagon tiles on. Dip it into the gold and don't wipe it off on the edge, so you've got quite a bit of paint on your paintbrush. Can you guys see on the screen? Yep, perfect. Just hold it over your cupcake and then just tap the brush and it'll splatter your cupcake. Creates this cool like paint splatter. So you can add as much or as little of that as you like. done, I'll get you to put your gold paintbrushes just on the top of your bench. Don't pop them in your water container. Pop your lid back on the gold. You got plenty of time though, so take your time and finish them off. I'm just letting you know. If you could do that for us, that would be great.
Are you okay?
Yep. Do you want me to close it? Okay.
Do you want me to take a photo of the three of you? Yeah, the three of you and your cupcakes. How about Mum getting between yours? Perfect. Alright, big smiles. Beautiful. One more. Good job, guys. They look amazing. Just be careful you don't smudge them or anything when you put them in the box. They look beautiful. Hopefully you guys all love your cupcakes because I think they look amazing. Yeah, it's happy on the box. Beautiful. Perfect. If you guys post on Instagram, tag me, Michelle the Cake Chef, and I'll share it on my stories. There we go. Do you love how they turned out?
Yeah.